Yes, can you hear me? Can you unmute? I can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Okay, we'll start with the new chapter, arithmetic progression, algebra. You can hear me, right, clearly?
Yeah.
Okay. What is going on in school? Have you released the marks?
What?
What is going on in school in algebra and geometry?
Arithmetic progression.
And geometry?
Construction of triangles are finished, so we're just finishing. They're in the problem set.
Problem set, okay. And have they told you all your marks? The unit test marks?
No, next week.
Oh, fine. So let's start with arithmetic progression. First, let's understand what is arithmetic progression. Now, before knowing what is arithmetic progression, you need to know what is sequence. So what is sequence? Do you know what is a sequence? Anything that you can?
Order.
Yes.
Things that are in an order.
Yes. So if you see here, if you write the number 1, 2, 3, 4 in order. Okay, let's take the example that's in the textbook itself. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. So this number, I'm writing it in order. So this will be called as a sequence of number.
Yes.
Suppose if I write the table of 2 in order, like 2, 4, 6, 8, and so on. Can I call this to be a sequence?
Yes.
Yes, it is a sequence.
Even
because
numbers.
Even numbers. Similarly, you can write odd numbers, 3,
Yes.
5, 7, and so on. This is also sequence. So any particular order that is followed, that terms will be called as sequence. Now, there will be a pattern between each of these sequence. Some pattern will be there. Here is the definition of sequence that says a number or set of numbers where the numbers are arranged in a definite order. Okay, if the numbers are arranged in some order, some definite order, for example, like the natural numbers, if you see, so natural numbers are 1, 2, 3, consecutive 4, and so on. So these will be called as the sequence. If you see set of even numbers, there is an order in this. What is the order here? After every second number is an even number, like 2, 3 is left, then 4. 5 is left, then 6. So every second number is an even number. That is the order that is followed, or that is a pattern that is followed. So a set of numbers where the numbers are arranged in definite order is called a sequence. Okay. Now, one notation that you need to keep in mind, the position. Suppose if I write set of even numbers, sequence or even number sequence. So 2, 4, 6, 8, and so on. So the first position of the number is denoted as A1 or just A. Second position, we call it as A2. Third position, we call it as A3 and so on. There is one more way of representing it. First position, we call it as just A. Then this we call it as second term. This we call it as third term. This we call it as fourth term and so on. So first term is 2, second term is 4, third term is 6 and so on. So these are the
So
notations.
P2 and A2 are the same thing.
Yes. T3 and A3 are also the same thing. So usually first term, we call it as, it is called as T1 also. You can write it as T1 also. You can write it as A1 also. But usually while solving sum and your textbook has used the notation A to denote first term. Okay. And the second term T2, third term T3 and so on. Is this clear?
Yes.
Okay. So
you can hear me clearly, right? You cannot hear any disturbance behind me, right?
No, I can hear you clearly. No disturbance. Okay. Now, if you see here, the question is complete the patterns. So you have to keep drawing circles here. So here there is one circle, so one. Here 3 circles, so number of circles keep increasing.
So this is a odd
yes.
order.
So here, although there are no space to
9.
draw circles, just write here 9, 11, 13, and so on. Okay, so number of circles. Yes. Same thing here. In the first pattern, there are 5 triangles. In the second pattern, there are 8 triangles. What can you see? What is the difference? How many have increased?
3.
3. Same in the next, there are 11. Again, 3 increased. What should come next?
So then 15.
Yes.
15 and then 18.
Wait. Yeah, 15. Then 18. Wait, this should be 14 actually. 14. 5, 6, 7, 8. Then 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, it's increased. Then 15, 16, 17, and so on. Is this clear?
Yes, and then wait.
Yeah.
Okay, 17. So 17 plus 3.
Yes.
20.
Yes, and so on.
Just one number more you have to write. Just skip that number.
Okay. The next term, next concept is terms in sequence. What do you mean by terms in sequence? In a sequence order, as I said, terms are represented by T1, T2, T3, and so on, or A1, A2 also. But our textbook is using this notation T1, T2, T3, and Tn. So in general, when you write the notation like this, Tn, okay, this means the sequence of T's. So it is like T1, T2, up to Tn. Okay, it's the sequence. It is denoted in short form like this. First term T1, second term T2, third term T3, nth term Tn. Is this clear? Are these notations clear? Okay.
Yes, yeah.
Let's do this activity. Now, since you have understood, let's do this activity. This is easy activity, okay? Some sequence are given below. You have to show the position. You have to just show the positions. So you see first term T1. So T1 is 9. Second term T2,
So
15.
T2 is 7 and T3 is also 7.
Yes, here T2 is
and
a 7.
T2 is
T3
minus
is
6
also
and
7.
T3 is minus 10.
Correct. So T2 minus 6 here and T3 minus 10 here. So now you know how to denote terms. So T1, what is T1, what is T2, what is T3, and so on. Now, if you look at the activity number 2, some sequence are given below. Check whether there is any rule among the term. Now, what do you mean by rule among the term? So here, if you see in this, the rule was it is increasing by 3. That was a rule here. In this, it was increasing by 1, basically odd numbers. So same way here, you have to check in this activity here, you have to check whether there is a rule or not. Okay, in these sequences, you have to check whether there is rule or not. So let's check with the first one. The first sequence is 1, 4, 7, 10, 13, and so on. Can you see anything?
It's always increasing by 3.
Yes, it is always increasing by 3. So if you look at this pattern here, 1.
So 10 plus 3, 13.
Yes, 1 plus 3,
13
okay.
plus 3, 16.
13, 13 plus 3, 16. Then?
Oh, okay. 16 plus 3, 19.
So here you can write it like this, 13 plus 3,
yeah,
which is 16 here. Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see the second one.
There's only this order, like this order thing.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, but there are formulas also. As in we progress, there are formulas. But this is the easiest chapter according to me. Okay. Second sequence, 6, 12, 18, and so on. Here, what can you see? What is the rule here?
It's increasing with 6.
Yes,
6
it is
stable.
Correct. It is increasing by 6. That's a table of 6. So here we have just increased 6.
32.
So here 24 plus 6 will come here, which
32.
is 24 plus
30.
No, 24 plus 6 is not 32.
30. Sorry.
30. 30. Then here
And
again
then 30
30 plus 6,
36.
36. So this is the rule here, increasing by 6. Let's see the fifth one. Okay, fourth one is easy. You'll able to do it. Fifth one. -1, comma, -1.5, comma, -2, comma, -2.5, comma, and so on. What is happening here?
Here, I guess it is minus 0.5.
Yes, it is getting reduced by 0.5, but these are all negative numbers. So basically it is increasing by 0.5.
Yeah, everything's increasing.
Yes, it is increasing by 0.5. So let's see the pattern. So minus 1 minus 0.5. So basically it's being added, but minus minus becomes plus and sign becomes negative. So minus 1
Okay.
minus 0.5 gives you minus 1.5. Again, you subtract minus 1.5, 0.5 from it, you get minus 2. Again, from minus 2, you subtract minus 0.5, you get minus 2.5. The same thing, minus 2.5, you're subtracting 0.5 from it, or basically you're adding 0.5 to it. So this will become, can you tell me what will become here? Add it, 2.5 plus 0.5, add this. 5 plus 5, 0, 1 carry here, 2 plus 1, 3. So it becomes 3.0. 3.0 means 3. Did you understand this?
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay. I hope you're writing it in your textbook.
Can you give me 1 minute? I'll just be back.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, let's continue. Let's see the last sequence, that is the sixth one. 1 cube, 2 cube, 3 cube, 4 cube, and so on. So what is this? What pattern can you see in this? It's just the
This is increasing by cube.
cube of all natural numbers, like 1, then 2, then cube of
But
3.
then cube of 3 is 69.
No,
Correct?
no,
And cube of 4 is
don't-
64. So how is it?
No, don't look at the answer. Just look at the pattern.
Okay, so it's only raised to 3, raised to 3. That's increasing.
Yes. It's just raised to 3. All natural numbers raised to 3 and nothing else. So basically, after this, it will be 5 cube, then 6 cube, and 7 cube, and so on. That's it. That's the only rule here. Clear? Okay.
Yes.
Now, all these rules that we saw, all these sequences that you saw here had some rules, okay, for the next term. Okay, all these sequences, each of them had some rules to get the next term. Now, whenever a sequence has some rule to get the next term, that sequence is called as arithmetic progression. Is it clear what is arithmetic progression now? If any sequence has a rule to get the next term, then that sequence we call it as arithmetic progression.
Okay.
Now let us see some sums involving AP. How to get the next term in an AP. So you see this one. Arithmetic progression. Okay, some sequences are below given to you. You have to find the next 3 terms for these sequences. For each of the sequence, you have to find what will be the next 3 terms into it. So first sequence is, if you see 100, 70, 40, 10. Can you see any rule here?
Yeah, so yeah.
It is decreasing by how much?
30 every time.
30 every time, correct.
So if it decreases also, then the formula will remain the same.
Yes. But you have to be careful with the sign. So you see it is big. Look at this. First term is 100. 100 minus 30, 70. 70 minus 30, 40. 40 minus 30, 10. Now again, you keep subtracting 30. 10 minus 30 minus 20. Minus 20 minus 30 minus plus minus 50. Okay, we can continue this because we have to find out next 3 terms. So this becomes minus 50 plus minus 30. So how much will this be? Minus 80. This is the last term, next term. Is this clear?
Yes. So the formula is just that you add the sum.
You have to find out the rule. Now in this first one, it was decreasing by 30. That's why I kept subtracting 30. In second, in some other, it may keep increasing by 30 or so on. Okay. Let's go to the sums directly because the sums are important. Now, in this question, if you see, you have to find which of the following sequence are AP. That means which of them are in arithmetic progression. And if it is in AP, you have to find the next 2 terms. So I'll show you the first one. How do we write it?
The
And how
third
to...
one would be 4, 4. Third sum, subtraction.
Third sum, not 4, 4. It will be... We'll do it. It's not 4, 4. It will be 0, 0 actually. Let's see the first one. 5, 12, 19, 26, dot. So in this, tell me what is T1, T2, T3.
Okay.
And
T1 is 5, T2 is 12, T3 is 19, and T4 is 26.
26. What you have to do is now, you have...
What if all from T1 to T4 are not given? Say T2 is not given, but T1, T3, and T4 are given.
Then you can use a formula and find out T2 also. But it has to be in AP. Okay. It has to be in arithmetic progression. Then you can find out. Now, in this question, we have to check whether it is an AP or not. So first what you do T2 minus T1. T2 minus T1 you do. So that is 12 minus 5, which is 7. Then after that you do T3 minus T2. So T3 is 19 minus T2 is 12, which is again 7. Next you do T4 minus T3. T4 is 26 minus T3 is 19, which is again 7. So you see T2 minus T1, T3 minus T2, and T4 minus T3. All these are 7.
7.
When all of these are same, then you can say that your sequence 5, 12, 19, 26 is in AP. Is this clear now how to check whether it is in AP or not?
Yes, got it.
Okay. Now since it is in AP, you have to find the next 2 terms. After 26, the other 2 terms also you have to find out. So now, can you tell me how to find out? That means we have to find out T5 and we have to find out T6. So what you see, it is increasing by 7. Yes or no? You're muted, you're muted.
T5 would be 26 minus 7
No,
or
no, no.
26 minus.
No, not minus. Okay,
Then,
if you want to do that way, you can do that way also.
no, you can do 26
plus 7.
Yeah.
Plus 7 because it
Yeah.
is increasing by 7.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you can write it like this. T5 is equal to T4
T4
plus 7,
plus 7.
which is 26 plus 7, 33.
33.
Similarly, T6 will be T5 plus 7. So T5 is 33. 33 plus 7 is 40.
40.
So the fifth term or the next two terms we can write. Next two terms is 33 and 40. Did you understand this sum now completely?
Yes. These
Right.
sums are going to be so big.
Yes, it is not lengthy. It's just too much writing.
No.
No, you're muted.
Why can't we directly come to T5 is equal to and T6 is equal to? I don't have to write the entire thing.
Yes, because they are asking us to check whether it is an in AP or not. That is why we have to do this. We have to do this. And if they are not same, if all of these three are different, then they will not be in AP. I want you to write down this. Yes, did you finish writing?
No. Done.
Okay. One thing to note that here, after subtracting, you got 777 now. So this is called as a common difference.
This is from the practice set.
No, this is from the example sum.
Okay, so it is in the textbook.
Yes, it is there in the textbook. So common difference is denoted by the letter T, and in this case, common difference D is equal to 7. Okay, now we'll do the practice set. So now you know how to check whether it is an AP or not, and how to find the next term in the AP. So let's start practice set 3.1. And you have to check which of the following are AP. So let's do the first one. 2, 4, 6, 8, dot. You have to check whether this is AP or not. Now looking at it, you can tell yes, it is an AP, but when you're writing it, you have to be perfect. So T1 is first term, that is 2. T2 second term is 4. T3 is 6. And T4 is 8. Now do the difference. T2 minus T1, 4 minus 2, which is 2. Again, then you do T3 minus T2, which is 6 minus 4, again 2. Yes.
6 minus 4, not 6 minus 2.
Yeah, 6 minus 4, which is again 2. Then T4 minus T3, 8 minus 6, which is again 2. So common difference denoted by D is 2 everywhere. It is same everywhere. Therefore, you can say that 2, 4, 6, 8, dot is an AP. Okay, this is an AP, and also that's it. If you have to just check whether it is in an AP, and you have to find common difference. So common difference D is 2. D is equal to 2. That's it, had to be found out here. Is this clear?
Yes.
Okay, write it.
Done.
Second one. Same thing. First, you have to check whether it is an AP or not, and then find out the common difference. So T1 is 2. T2 is 5 upon 2. T3 is 3. T4 is 7 upon 3. Same thing you have to do. First, do T2 minus T1. That is 5 upon 2 minus 2. Here you do cross multiplication. So this becomes 5 minus 4 upon 2, which is 1 upon 2. Is this clear?
Yeah.
Now again, do T3 minus T2. So T3 is 3. minus T2 is 5 upon 2. Same thing, do cross multiplication. So this becomes 3 into 2, 6 minus 5 upon 1 into 2, that is 2. 6 minus 5 is 1. So this again becomes 1 upon 2. And last, again, you do T4 minus T3. That will be 7 upon 3 minus 3. Again, you do the cross multiplication here. So this becomes 7 minus 9 upon 3. But 7 minus 9 is minus 2. And this becomes minus 2 upon 3. So here if you see T2 minus T1, 1 upon 2. T3 minus T2 also 1 upon 2. But T4 minus T3 is not 1 upon 2. It is not same. All these three have to be the same. Then only it will be an AP. Now, in this case, all three are not same. So will this be an AP? No, it is not an AP. So you can write it like this: T2 T2 minus T1 not equal to T4 minus T3. They are not equal. So therefore, it is not an AP. Is this clear? Have you understood why it is not an AP?
Yeah, understood.
Okay, write it down.
Yeah, done.
Okay. Can you do the third one? Yes, correct. Also write one more line. The common difference D is 4. Yeah. Yes, yes. Yes, I saw. Okay. How about the
Can you
fourth
again
one?
give me 1 minute?
Yeah.
So sorry, just coming.
Yes. Can you try this one? Fourth one?
Okay. Fourth one. Can I try the third one?
Third one you did already.
Oh, yes.
Fourth one is also easy. It's just that you have decimal points here. T1 is 0.3. T2 is 0.33. And
How do
T3
you
is
subtract
0.033. Okay, subtraction, right? Okay, this is 0.333. Okay, so first you do T2 minus T1. That is 0.33 minus 0.3. Now this subtraction, how to do? Look here. So 0.33 minus 0.3. Now here you put a 0 here. Okay, no number means you put a 0. Now 3 minus 0, 3. 3 minus 3, 0. This decimal point as it is, 0 minus 0, 0. So answer is 0.03. So here I'll write 0.03. Similarly, you do T3 minus T2. That is 0.333 minus 0.33. Same way, 0.333 minus 0.33. Here below nothing is there, you put a 0. 3 minus 0 is
You can
3.
put a 0 like that. You
Yes.
can't, right?
Yes, you can, because there is a decimal
Oh,
point,
yeah,
you can.
you can.
3 minus 3, 0. 3 minus 3, 0. 0 minus 0, 0. So here the answer is 0.003. Okay, now we don't have T4 here. T4 is not there, so we cannot do T4 minus T. We will not do T4 minus T3. So this is enough. Are these two same?
No.
No. So T2 minus T1 not equal to T3 minus T2. Therefore, 0.3, 0.33, 0.333 is not an AP. Okay, this is not an AP. Is this clear?
Yes.
Write it down.
Done.
Okay. Fifth one. Can you do fifth one?
What?
Can you do the fifth one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see it?
Yes. Yes, it's correct. -4 is a common difference. Will you able to do sixth one? Just fractions. Try it.
Can you do this one? Because
See.
maybe this will end up to 0, 0, 0.
Yes, yes, correct. It will end up to 0, 0. Common difference will be 0. You're right.
So then I can do that.
Yeah, do it.
So does it become 0.5? Or just 0?
0 upon 5, which is 0. So don't write 0 upon 5. You directly write 0.
और ईस्टर्न को मतलब सेंट्रल लोगों को भी नजदीक ही पड़ता है, मतलब मुंबई में ही है, मुंबई
Yes, perfect. Okay, 7th and 8th one. Can you do for homework?
How do you do the 7th one? Oh, no.
7th one is the same.
I'll do the 8th one.
For homework, okay. 7th one, see, I'll show you. 7th one, T1 is 3. T2 is 3 plus root 2. T3 is 3 plus 2 root 2. And T4 is 3 plus 3 root 2. Nothing is the same thing you have to do. Do T2 minus T1. So T2 is 3 plus root 2 minus T1, that is 3. If you open up the bracket, 3 plus root 2 minus 3 plus 3 minus 3 cancel, you will be left with just root 2. This clear?
Yeah.
Then do T3 minus T2. T3 is 3 plus 2 root 2 minus T2 is 3 plus root 2. Open up the bracket. 3 plus 2 root 2. Now when you open the bracket, sign changes. So this becomes minus 3 minus root 2. Plus 3 minus 3 cancel. And here you are left with 2 minus root 2. So 2 minus root 2. 2 root 2 minus 1 root 2. So these are like surds. So 2 minus 1 becomes 1. So it becomes just root 2. Did you understand this?
Yeah.
In the exact same way, can you do T4 minus T3?
Yes.
That will be 3 plus 3 root 2 minus 3 plus 2 root 2. I want you to complete this. last one.
I should write all of that and then.
Yes.
Five root two. Last one.
How 5 root 2?
3 root 2 plus 2 root 2.
No, that will become minus, no? Minus, when you open the bracket, it will become minus. So 3 plus 3 root 2 minus 3 minus 2 root 2 plus 3 minus 3 cancel. Root 2. Correct. So all three are same. Common difference is D, and this is an
D
EP.
equals to root 2.
Yes. We'll stop here.
Stopping at 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
Thank you.
1 minute. I will be. Have you started practicing circles theorem?
No, not yet.
Not. When will you do?
I'll start today. I
Okay.
forgot about it.
Also today I'll be sending you one assignment sheet on coordinate geometry. I want you to finish that in 2 days. Okay. One. It is, I think 6 sums are there. 6 or 7. 1 minute.
Okay.
But I'll tell you exactly. There are 7 sums are there. 7 sums. Okay. In 2 days, I want you to finish that assignment and send it to me. Fine. I'll send it on your email.
Yeah.
Okay. So see you on today's Tuesday. No? Thursday, I'll take 2 hours. Thursday, join at 3.
Okay, 2 to 5.
Yes.
Okay, fine.
Fine.